Sleep paralysis. Have you experienced sleep paralysis? Continue watching and let's discover what is sleep paralysis, its symptoms and treatments.
Hi everyone, welcome to Lachaism channel, where you can find daily living Q&A. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell below for more videos to come.
We'll just wait for the others to arrive, Alexis. Yes, JD. What else can we do but to wait?
After a few minutes, the others have arrived.
You know, JD, I had a bad dream last night. I couldn't move my body and I wanted to shout out loud but I couldn't. Alexis, that is what we called a sleep paralysis. Does it happen to you frequently? No.
JD, what is exactly the meaning of sleep paralysis?
That's a logical question, Bet. Sleep paralysis is a feeling of being conscious, but unable to move. It occurs when a person passes between stages of wakefulness and sleep. Excuse me, may I add something? Go ahead, my dear sister. I have learned in my high school days in science that sleep paralysis is a relatively common occurrence and does not cause any physical harm to the body.
Jaya, could you expound more on what JD said a while ago, that sleep paralysis occurs when a person passes between stages of wakefulness and sleep? I can't see JD here now, that's why it's you whom I am asking. You might have something to say about this question of mine.
Yeah, JD left for a moment to buy something. She'll be back. You know, JV, in the medical terms, sleep paralysis happens during one of two stages, hypnagogic and hypnopompic. Hypnagogic sleep paralysis occurs before falling asleep, while hypnopompic sleep paralysis occurs just immediately after waking up, or one wakes from REM, rapid eye movement, sleep.
Okay, I understand now. Thank you, Jaya. I appreciate your answer.
5 minutes later.
I'm back. Anyway, JD, I talked to them about hypnagogic and hypnopompic. Okay, to add more on this, as we fall asleep, our body becomes deeply relaxed while our minds are at the same time become less aware.
So, what happens to our mind and body when hypnagogic sleep paralysis occurs?
John Rex, the mind remains aware while the body achieves an involuntary state of relaxation, not much relaxed. The person then realizes that they are unable to move despite their efforts, often leading to feeling of panic.
How about the other stage, during REM sleep or hypnopompic sleep? What happens to our body and mind?
That's a good question, Angel. During REM rapid eye movement or hypnopompic sleep, our muscles are paralyzed so that we don't act out or end our dreams, while the brain remains unaware. But a certain part of the brain wakes sooner.
We are learning a lot. Thank you, JD.
May I say something?
Yes, you may, Yvonne.
Well, some people are fortunate enough if they experience sleep paralysis for once or twice in their life, if ever. And maybe many people are experiencing this phenomenon often, even multiple times a week.
Yes, Ivan, we have the same opinion. I have read that a study undertaken at Penn State University discovered that approximately 8% of the population has frequent issues with sleep paralysis.
I see, Jay. Just a few who have frequent issues with sleep paralysis. Not bad.
I also experience sleep paralysis, but not too often. I have a question. Go ahead with your question, Chloe. Who are more prone to sleep paralysis? What a very logical question, Chloe. Individuals with mental disorders, such as anxiety and depression, are more prone to frequent episodes of sleep paralysis. On the other hand, there are people who may experience more frequent episodes of sleep paralysis. 1. They are those affected by sleep apnea. 2. People on specific types of medication. 3. Those with underlying sleep condition. In addition, according to WebMD, sleep paralysis may experience by those people who 1. Lack of sleep. 2. Frequent changes in sleep schedule. 3. Have mental conditions, such as stress. 4. Sleeping on the back. 5. Substance abuse. How about you, Nicole? Do you have something to share?
My dear sister, I don't have much knowledge about our topic, but I am learning a lot as we discuss this topic. I just want to ask a question.
Go on with your question, my dear sister.
Is there any prescribed treatment for those people who frequently experience this strange, frightening phenomenon?
Asa, do you have an idea on answering Nicole's question? Yeah. Let me organize my thoughts. I heard this from my mom a few months ago. Okay, I remember now. You know, while sleep paralysis often requires no type of treatment, a doctor may further inquire into other areas that pertain to sleep health. Should sleep conditions linger or worsen, the medical professional may then refer to a sleep specialist.
I have a follow-up question.
Go ahead, Bet.
If a medical professional detects an underlying condition in the process of diagnosis, what could be the steps to be done?
Okay, sleep paralysis occurs naturally. There is generally no prescribed treatment. However, if a medical professional detects an underlying condition in the process of diagnosis, steps of treatment may be taken. Such prescribed treatments are: 1. Implementation of sleeping schedule. 2. Prescription for an antidepressant. 3. Referral to a mental health professional. 4. Referral to a sleep specialist. 5. Treatment of any underlying sleep disorders. 6. Prescription for sleeping aids.
Thank you very much, Asa. All of us are really learning a lot from this discussion.
Asa, your mom is already here to fetch you. Ah. Okay. How is everybody?
Jen, we are having a very informative discussion on sleep paralysis. We have gone a long way already from the meaning of sleep paralysis to its treatments if there is an underlying condition.
I'm glad to hear that, Jaya. Do you have more questions? I am very much willing to add information on this topic. Jen, we just want your final thought on this matter. Well, as a rule of thumb, one episode of sleep paralysis does not usually mandate a trip to the doctor's office. Health professionals recommend that those with rare episodes of sleep paralysis pay particular attention to their sleeping habits, as sleep deprivation almost assuredly increases the likelihood of an episode. Oftentimes, making adequate sleep a priority while limiting unnecessary stress, especially before bedtime, will suffice as a deterrent to sleep paralysis. Other recommendations include avoiding or severely restricting alcohol, drugs, nicotine, and caffeine. It's also recommended to keep electronic devices out of the bedroom in order to establish healthy sleep patterns. Of course, it is very possible that a sleep paralysis episode will occur regardless. If that's the case, try and remember to stay calm and realize that it will pass. That's all what I can say. We have to go now. I still have to go to work. Thanks, Jen. Thanks to Asa. Have a nice day. See you later. Bye.
The end. Thank you for watching. Until next time, we shall meet again.